Hello everyone, and welcome back to our video series on using Google Slides. So in this particular video, we want to focus on some of the fun aspects that we all like to do sometimes is, be creative with our slides and look at different themes and transitions that are available and animations to make them more eye-catching. Now this is going to be the basics, and then in the later videos we'll look at more advanced aspects of doing this. So this is a pretty simple presentation, black and white. Okay, and if I was going to present it, I purposely now made this really bland. Okay, so I go to present. I'm going to present from the beginning, and here's the way it would look. Nothing too special. No animations. Just we're going through some slides. We're keeping it real simple. Okay, so I escaped to get out of that. So let me go back to the first page of this particular slideshow. And maybe want to change that. So where do we begin? Well, one of the things, let's just look at what we already have here, and let's look at the way we could do transitions. Transitions focuses mainly between slides. So between this slide and this slide and this slide and this slide, right? So if I go to transitions, there's a little box for it right here. Right now there are no transitions. So this is really easy. I can now do a dissolve, I could do a fade, I could do a slide, I could do cube, I could do gallery. Now there's there's certainly more options in PowerPoint, but again, do we really need all those options, right? Does this still make it an effective presentation and make it creative? Certainly. And again, these aspects weren't available up until recently. So again, it's really nice to see that these are things that are now being incorporated into Google Slides that make them really very competitive with other products, especially PowerPoint. So let's just do the dissolve one. And now you can actually apply to all your slides or just to that slide. And you can set the rate of the dissolving. So I'm going to go apply to all slides. Let me close out of here. And now all of a sudden we see that we have an animation. We have this little icon, little symbol appeared here. So let's go to present. And now what's this going to look like? Oh, so it dissolved in. It's a minor thing, but it makes it look a little more professional. Have the kind of transition fading in and fading out. All right, perfect. Now, what about text on an actual slide that we might want to do, or even images? If we had multiple images, I don't really have any examples of multiple images on slides that I can show you. Unfortunately, I'm trying to look through my slide deck if I do, and unfortunately I do not. These are all kind of individual. I'll have one there. We'll kind of play around with that. So let me go to this one, and right now I want to change this, and I can go to format. Oops, sorry. I can go to slide. I apologize. And I can have some change transitions, okay? So we already have a transition available. I go to my transition, and now we have this animations. I also could have just click transitions, okay? So let me just show you the easy way to get to it. If I click transitions, now this is really called animations, which I should probably change it because it's beyond just transitions. So right now, I'm on this slide. We already have our transitions is over here between the slide, okay? But now I can add an animation. So I can click on here, and I can add an animation. Now the animation just might be a fade in, all right, on one click. So if we did that, and I would just say, okay, fade in on one click, or I can do a fly in from the left. We could try something different. Fly in from the left on one click, or I could do after previous or with previous, and we can do a little bit of a play. So here's what's going to look like. And then here comes the next. It just all flies in. Okay? Well, that's neat. So you have the dissolving between the slides, and then it flies in. Nice. So let me stop that. But maybe I want to break it down more. Maybe I want to show part of the text at a time, and then you just click by the paragraph. So I click play. So here's my first slide, and I got the transition to the next slide. Now I keep on clicking, and now it's I can now change the rate, and I can only do one at a time, which is certainly useful. So we'll stop there. Now let's go down to a slide that has two images. There's two maps on this slide down here. Okay, and I'm going to add animation. Okay, again, I'm going to add animation. Let me just click on the slide. Let me click on the image, and I'll add animation. And now it could fly in, right? We can fade it in, but maybe we'll fly out to top. Okay, let's just play it. All right. And it flew out. Kind of neat. So we got rid of it, right? And we only want to show the one. All right, we'll stop that. Okay, so maybe I don't want it to fly out. Maybe I want it to fly in from the top. Let's just look at the difference. We'll play it. And that image is still there because I click on the one, and now it flies in, okay, which was okay. All right, so maybe I will click on this image as well, and I will also add it to fly in from the top. Okay, so now we have animations on this one, fly in from the top, and we have animations on this one, and it shows you both, and you can click it to change it. So let's just press play, and now here is from the previous slide. I'm going to click, that image comes in, and now that image comes in, which looks really nice, right? So you can play around with that. So you can have your images click in, click out. You know, you can really have a lot of fun with your animations. And again, this makes it, again, a competitive product with Microsoft Office, right? Which is really good. Now, quickly, because I'm going to spend a lot more time on this when we do more advanced, this was a pretty basic slideshow, but I can mess around with the themes. Now, there are some themes here that are kind of built in, and they're okay. They're kind of bland. They're different titles, and they're different styles of text, and they're different colors and so forth. I can click on this one, and it will change everything to that, which I probably won't like because I just liked my bland one. But there you go. It kind of changed it. You can import a theme if you're using a different theme from a different slideshow. You can actually do that, and you can actually import a theme that's already used. Okay, and that's kind of the way you can change your themes. Now I want to undo all this because I like my black and white text. Okay, so that's fine. Now there's going to be another thing that we're going to talk about later called Slide Carnival. That will actually, it's a separate website that has hundreds of awesome templates that you can incorporate into your slideshows. We'll do that more in an advanced course later on. Now, the other thing I want to show you was working from a template gallery. And this is from the beginning video. We were in this Google Slides page. Okay, now let me go back to here. Let me go back to my waffle icon. Let me go to Google Slides. And you have the template gallery, okay, which is really kind of nice. So I can go through these templates that you have, and they have personal ones, like a photo album template, a wedding template, recipes, portfolios, work ones for business templates, which are great, awesome, a pitch, right? And they have education templates, a lesson plan, a field trip, a science fair, flashcards, right? So let's just take a look at these really quickly. Let's do the pitch for business ones, and it will create a slideshow where now you can start editing it, and you can add your company's tagline, and you can got some cool images that are already built into it. Maybe you need to do a bar graph, and you can certainly click on those graphs, and you can change them, and you can change the text on these, and you can change the different values. They have some already built-in graphics, some organizers, some flow charts, which are really, really nice. Okay, let me go back. And another example might be for education purposes, flashcards, which you want to create a deck of Spanish quiz flashcards, I guess. And now, you have some images already built in, and you could definitely change them, which is kind of nice. You can change it to whatever image you want, and then you could always keep on adding more slides. So don't forget, you have the new slide, or you could do a new slide, or I guess here you would want to add a duplicate slide, so we wouldn't want to just add a new slide. We would actually go to a slide that we were on. If you wanted to mimic this, you could actually just do right click on it. You could do duplicate the slide, delete it, skip it, but we probably want to duplicate it, and then we would have the same slide, or we could copy it as well, and we can always move it, and then we can go paste, and then you can move things around to keep that pattern going. Kind of neat. Certainly we'll dive into some more later when we do more advanced features, especially with Slide Carnival. Okay, so I hope that all made sense, and thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.